What's up, what's up, what's up, what's up, YouTube? What's cracking? Lagging. Let's get busy. So I'm working on some bugs, trying to get some bugs fixed. And, you know how it goes. Figured I'd do another stream. I'm going to try to be streaming more often. I think I fixed my issue with the streaming. We'll see how it holds up, and we'll go from there. So one thing I'm working on right now is the, let's see, is the debugger on? Debugger's on. So one thing that I'm working on right now is some bugs, basically. So the one bug, I'm working on a couple things right now. One is when you're punting, for some reason, when the quarter ends and you're punting, it's not flipping over to the right thing. You go on defense for some reason. So I need to have the ball, and I need to be getting ready to punt at the line of scrimmage before, well, when the clock runs out, basically. So what's up, man? I figured I'd share this with you guys. I'm going to try to do more streams. Debugger's on, so I don't want that to run yet. So let's keep rolling. So yeah, so I'm trying to do a couple things. I have a list of bugs I'm looking at that need to be resolved, and I need to play through it. So hopefully you guys are doing well tonight. Let's get this over to my guy. Let the clock run down. So I set the clock to 1 minute because I'm trying to see what the heck is happening here. But I'm going to run a couple of plays here to see if I can get some practice in, but also, you know, do my thing. So I'm waiting on Steam to get back to me. Let me know my page is up. That would be nice. Uh-oh. No, I didn't want to get first down. The clock's going to stop, though. Hello. So what's going on with you guys? How are you guys doing? You guys playing any football games? You watching football at all? Whoops. Don't touch it. Alright. So now I need to go into punt mode right away. Alright, so here's where I need to stop everything. See what happens. Okay, so end of first quarter. I'm sitting there waiting for the punt. Let's see what the code's doing. So it's not halftime. Yeah. So target phase should be huddle intro. Got it. Let's see if this takes me to the end of the play. See, that's weird. See, now I'm on defense. See, now the computer's kicking to me, so that's a bug. You see that? It flipped on us, but why didn't it go to the play end? Let's check out the huddle intro, because that's where I'm doing. I have my phases here. Huddle intro. I'm wondering where I do. Let's see. Somewhere I need to be setting current strategy equal to punt. Well, let's see. Am I doing it here? No. I'm going to play some music while I'm coding. Well, not sure what's happening. What's going on, Marauder? How are you tonight, my brother? Let's see. Current strategy. Punt. Set active play. Nah. Nope. And there's lots. See, you have to create logic to tell the computer, you know, tell the game whether you're on offense or defense and when to switch over, and it can be complicated. I don't get it sometimes. Sometimes it messes up. Now my code's probably not the cleanest. I know that. For sure. No, that's not it. Huh. Well, let's do it again and just follow it through. So what's going on, guys? What's shaking? What's cracking? What's crack-a-lacking? Street tacos. Nice. Yeah, I just had some tacos myself. Soft tacos. The wife made them. Alright. Let me get back to business. Alright, we're going to try this again. Same thing. I need to get the kickoff, though. That way I can be the tester, not the testee. These uniforms are identical. Oh, they chose to return the ball. Well, we'll try it again. Man, bugs. It's like I play the game, I haven't played it in a while, and I play it, and you just start seeing things you either want to improve on or fix, bugs or whatever. So I have a list of things. I have an endless list of things that I need to fix. And I bought an Xbox One X, and I really want to get some game time in, but I really haven't had too much time. I played like 2 games of Madden, and you know that game is horrible. So one thing I have to do there is, like, the kick returner is the one that's supposed to get the ball, and nobody else tries to get it. So if the kick is short, it always bounces around like that. So I need to fix that so that any other player can get it. Let's do a running play. Dude, these runs are tosses, man. I don't go out of bounds. Is he out of bounds? He's out of bounds. Okay, clock stopped. I don't want to stop the clock, though. So what's going on, everybody? How's everybody doing? Yeah, you can't catch me. You can't catch me. You can't catch me. You can't catch me. You caught me. Yeah, I'm going to be working on that running and the way the players move around, trying to get that working better. But it takes time. I'm going to do it on... Let's just do it on 4th down, because I'm wondering if that's when it did it before. So my stream so far, knock on wood, is working better. I swear, I think my cable was bad. So I switched my cable out, my network cable, and it finally started working. I got to move fast here. So let's go, guys. Let's go. And I need to click on this. And see, by the time it gets here, clock resets true. Face type is 8, which 0, 1, 0, 8 is pre-snap. Okay. Right. So everything looks good there. Quarter is 1, so that's not gonna kick. Halftime is there, so we're right. So this, I want to see where this goes, because for some reason this, and here's where we flip the logos, because the field is flipping around. Quarter does not equal 2. Target phase is sorry, target phase is huddle intro. So we're resetting the clock. We're incrementing the quarter. We're setting the quarter string to second quarter. This is all clock related. I need to get to the point where I'm trying to get to the point where it changes the team. Oh, this is going to go through every player. The team current strategies, which is like offense, defense. And that's the thing, it's like this is what I'm looking for. So, and in particular, I need to look for this. So the only places that this is happening is here. Now, offense here. I mean, I'll put them all here. I'm just going to put all the breakpoints because I need to figure out where. See, it should not be hitting here. This is where I set the play, and I'm not even doing that yet. So, let's see what happens. See, it's showing me defensive plays. Why the hell is it showing me defensive plays? That's the problem. I'm not understanding this because it should not be showing me that. Hide the taskbar so I can see what the hell's going on. So it takes me to play call. Play call. Maybe this is the... Huh. I think this might be the spot I need to look at. So let's get all the breakpoints and let's just turn them all off for now. And then let's put this one. Well, we'll get this one ready, and let's just start this over. All right. I'll go full screen. This is interesting, huh? Yeah, it's frustrating as hell, I'll tell you that. Some of this stuff is very annoying, but it's development. You know, you build things that take time to even figure out, and then once you get things working, all right, cool, we're gonna receive the ball. Once you get things working, then you just start seeing bugs. I mean, stupid things. But it's because you didn't code it correctly. I mean, that's the bottom line. I mean, you're telling the machine what to do. So I need to make the kicks more powerful, or limit the power. I'm gonna have to make them more powerful because they're too short, and then the kick returner can't get to them in time, and then they bounce on the floor, and then you're screwed. So this is the one that we're gonna disable for now, and we're gonna do some runs. So Phil Dwayne, my APF videos are intriguing. Cool, man. Thanks for the gratitude. I don't use the emulator. I don't use the emulator at all. So we're gonna let this play out. And I think what I'm gonna do here is just pick the punt and just let it roll. I don't use the emulator, but there are guys in the Discord channel that use it, so be sure to check out that server. Hey man, really looking forward to the new game. Oh, thanks. All right. See, those guys shouldn't be doing that either. You see the way they're playing that? I don't know why they're doing that. I need to put the I need to put the positions on the debugging there so I can see who's who, because when they're going around in circles, that means that there's a position that's not right. All right, so CPU current strategy. Let's see what they have. So the current strategy is 5. 5 is... These are all variables that you can... So punt return. Okay, so they're punt return. So... Oh, I see. Oh, so there's the issue. I think this is the issue. I think we got it. So basically, all I have set here is defense or special teams defense, but I never picked punt return. Huh. Interesting. So I think this is going to fix it, guys. Let's try it out. So I need to just put punt return. What I want to do is I want to show what this is saying here. It's basically saying that what menu am I going to see? What play call menu am I going to see? Am I going to see offense, kick return, kickoff, or defense, right? And if the CPU is playing defense, special teams defense, or punt return, then I should be seeing offense. So that's it. That's going to be it. So I think we got it. Let's do some testing. Madden blocking logic. Hey, you know what? Blocking is a pain in the ass to do, bro. I'll tell you that right now. And you know, what I've built in the game, which is my whole entire like the process that I've built, that I've done so far, is like Legos, like building a Lego set. I mean, I'm basically starting from how the hell do you make a game? You know, I've done coding for a long time. I've been a developer. I've been a manager and above for IT teams and in an IT position, and databases, coding, design, all sorts of stuff for IT, the whole entire life cycle. But I've never built a game, so I've always wanted to build a game, right? So this is what I've been doing full time, on and off. And I started out with just, hey, how do you get the guys to run around? How do you even code this stuff? And then I'm to the point where, fast forward, and I have the game working at a very elementary level, right? And then from here, the next step is take what I've learned, take the work that I've done, and push that out to start improving the game, right? And making the gameplay more sophisticated and more fun. Like the runs here, I'm going to show you the run. I mean, right now the run is just a little toss throw, and the blockers don't do anything different. Even the receivers, they don't even block right, because their range, if you look at their range, it's that circle around them. Now watch, when I do the block, you see the guy, well, he's already blocking, he's got somebody in range, but it's hard to see. But I'll show you next time on the next play here if I can do it the right way. Basically, every player has that circle around them where they can block, right? So, like if you look at this guy right here, well, now they both block people, but the range is not. See, the range isn't big enough for some of the guys, I think, is what it is. I don't know. But what I need to do is, on a running play, the players aren't moving. Like if you're tossing to the right, you should have some linemen and go to the right and create like a wall and block and run forward, like run towards the end zone. Right now they're just doing blocking. Yeah, O-line and D-line interactions are stupid. They're really hard. That's why a lot of games can't get it right. So now we're gonna do the punt here, and let me put the breakpoint again. So we can see if we can catch it. So now end of first quarter. So now what should happen is it's going to say, okay, it should drop into here now, and it does. So now we're going to get offense. So see, we're getting the offense again. It's second down. So at this point, we can basically do whatever we want. Now, why doesn't this thing get killed? It should have gotten killed. The punt meter thing should be dead. So I don't know why that's running. And this guy's still sitting there in punter hike mode. You see that? So now we just created a new bug. So see, by doing this, I just created a new bug. But I need to do one more quick thing so I can see what these players' positions are. I want to see their positions. So here's where I'm drawing out all that text. I think what I'm going to do is get rid of some of this text here. Let's do position. And I hope it writes it out the right way. It should. I think position is a string. And then what I'll do is limit what I show here. Let's just do state and forget about script. Okay. We got that. Hold on one second. All right. Kiddo. So now I got the position here. And no more music. So I lost the music, but that's okay. That's because I don't have it turned on right now. So let's see. Position, blah, blah, blah. Huh. Interesting. So I just dropped some frames. I wasn't expecting that. So the stream just dropped again, not sure why, so I had to connect. That's the first time I've seen it in 30 minutes, which is better than last time, but I was hoping it'd be working a lot better now because I changed the cable out, so we'll see. Heavy Hitter says, regarding the blocking range being smaller or larger by player, is it possible that the range changes for every player based on their position on the field in relation to surrounding players? So when players are more scattered, player running in the open field, the range is larger and vice versa. Yeah, I think that that's a good idea. I mean, at the end of the day, it's, the way I see it is when you're blocking, you want to see like upfield. You want to, in relation to where the, number one, I mean, bottom line is this. If your play is a toss to the left or whatever, and you're a receiver on the left side, well, you know what you got to do. You need to block forward. Anybody you can get in front of you who's open, the closest guy to you in your path, you want to block, and then you leave it up to your running back to find the hole, right? To find the right holes. So for me, the way that I see it is start running forward and then grab the closest guy to you. But right now my guys are just standing there, and I swear at one point I had them running forward. So I don't know why that's happening, but that's something I'll take care of at a later time. What I need to figure out now is why so this should come into here and kill the arrow. So we're gonna put a breakpoint here and see what happens. Let me close all but that, and let me take us back to here. So close all but that, and then rerun this bad boy. Let me turn off this music. All right. So what's up, little man? Right, blocking is so complex. The thing about blocking that's tough to figure out for me is the when players are kind of locked in. Number one, I don't even have a wrestling animation. I have the two guys just like holding each other like this, and they're kind of hugging it out, and they can move forward, move backwards. They move around left to right, but their legs. It's a very simple animation, because showing a wrestling animation was kind of complex for my artist to deal with. It was just too much effort for where we were with the game. So now we should see positions. Okay. I didn't put a space there though. That's okay. You can see the positions now. I don't even need to write the word position. I'm going to change that. That's already annoying me. Whoops. Let's go here. Let's just take this out. And then let's add a space. All right, let's do it again, because I couldn't really see the position right. And that's the annoying thing about blocking is it's when the players are engaged, right? When they're interlocked with one another. What do you do? Just like anything in this game, man. It's like, what do you do to add some sense of control? You know, like in 2K games, you know, you can shed, you can do the bull, you know, the bulldozer type of move to try to just run right through them. You can do like the swivel move, whatever. I don't know all the names, so I apologize, but there's a number of different moves you can do, and I don't know them off the top of my head for some reason, but all those moves that you can try, it's almost like even in 2K, what determines whether or not they work? Is it timing? Well, if it is, what's it based off of? Because to me, I always feel like I just keep smashing on it until I get lucky and it works. I don't want to kick off. I want to return. You know what I mean? So what constitutes a successful move? You know? And to get around a blocker. If you're on defense, if you're a defensive tackle and you're trying to do a swim move, right, or rip move, and you're trying to get around your offensive line, not yours, but the other team's offensive line, what kind of mechanics do you put into place to even let those things work? I mean, I think a lot of times they work because of your abilities and how good the player's rated. So it's kind of like a weighted system. You know, so in here, I don't even have anything like that yet to where you can basically make a move. When you're locked in, I think you have to just try to get out by running out at this point. There you go, heavy hitter. Rip, spin, swim, bull rush. Took me a minute to remember. What program am I using? I'm using Game Maker Studio 2. Which, Game Maker Studio, from what I understand, was a very basic game engine where people could just like click and you don't even really need to write code. I mean, that's what it was kind of designed to do. But it's evolved after the years, after many years of developing it, and it's a full-fledged game engine, just like Unity or even Unreal Engine. It's just really good for 2D games, which is why I chose it. And it's all like you can do code. So when I say it's just as sophisticated, it basically can do everything that let's see. So clock reset says 0. Oh, okay, that's because it's not there yet. Let me wait till we get to 0. Let's see which one of these things hit here. So now it says 0. I'm showing 0 here, so let's see what happens. I want to see. Okay, this is going to stop all the states. Okay, so it should. I mean, it should come into here. Huh. So timer's 1. Okay. So let's see if it ever makes it into here, because it's going to keep counting the timer until it gets into there. So now it's in here. So now it's not half time. So all this stuff, see, object field down arrow and kick arrow, those should be destroyed. Why is that not being destroyed? Let's see. Because remember last time it was still showing it going back and forth. So I need to get this thing destroyed. Yeah, so it should die right there. Let's see what happens. So see, now it's gone. And see, that's the thing about coding. It's like, well, what just changed? What made it not go away last time versus now? Right? What's the difference? You know? I have no idea. So I'm gonna punt again, just for giggles. Now the camera, you see the camera, I guess the camera's fine. It's a little low because maybe it's the way the resolution is, I don't know. See here, I need to figure that out too, why that transition happens. I know where it's happening, but I need to look at that again. So we're gonna let this go for right now, but I'm gonna test it one more time. And then the other thing I want to check out is when you change sides, I want to see why it does that. Yeah, can you make camera adjustments? Of course, I can do everything with the camera. I can make it go out or in, like zoom out or zoom in, and I can pan it around. But I can't like tilt That's not going to happen in this game. Like, you're not going to get the old Genesis Madden view where you can see down the field, but you can zoom out and zoom in. Like, I can take the camera right now and zoom out as much as I want and zoom in up to a certain, you know, number. This is really, really tight. But I can zoom in. The guys are all walking out of the tunnel here, you know, and then going to their spots. But I can totally do everything, like zoom out, zoom in, and pan. Can you import player attributes? I mean, yeah. I mean, all the players are located in a file, in a flat file. So if you find the file, you can recreate the file on your own and change the ratings yourself if you were to. I think so. Let's go. All right. So what we're going to do here is we're going to do the same punt drill, and then, yeah, heavy hitter. I don't think, if you're still watching, I don't think you can import online rosters into APFE. Because the thing with the online rosters is, like, it has to like recalculate all of the, like when you change a person's name, he's talking about APFE and asking if you can import rosters into an online roster, and you really can't, because whenever you change a person's name, a player's name, what it's doing is it's taking that pointer. Let's say they're in the address like 1000 in the file, and their name's John, and they want to go to Fred. Let's say Fred is 2050. Well, I need to go ahead and say, okay, you're not going to 1000 anymore. You're going to 2050, and I have to recalculate with some weird things in between. I have to recalculate where you need to be to get to Fred. So importing just a random roster that has these random names is not going to, it's just, could you do it? Probably, but the time it would take me to figure all that out, I didn't do all that. So if you're using an offline roster, then you can just import names on the fly, because there is no, I don't have to worry about making sure that all of the pointers are recalculated. Because think about it, when I do an offline file, I take the entire roster and I clear it all out for the sections that I'm changing the names or whatever. I cleared all of it out and I rewrite all the names myself, because now I can do whatever I want and create the brand new pointers. But whoops. Uh-oh, I gotta hurry up. I wasn't even paying attention. No. So now, okay, now let's just punt it now. I want to see change sides, see what happens. And now you can see their positions now. You guys can see it. You see wide receiver, halfback, and you can see what their current state is in. So when this guy gets hit, I want to see what happens with this transition here. Why? And this is probably the reason why, because I'm actually showing it. I just played the audio. And then I don't think I need to do this transition here. I see. So flip logos. is in Transition Manager. Yeah. Well. So what's happening here is I'm trying to flip the field around. Because, you know, the quarters just ended, right? So whenever the quarters change, the field, you go to the opposite side of the field, right? So whenever the timer hits basically right, should actually happen right here or there. See, it's going to flip the logos, and at that point the game knows to flip it around. Huh. But see, what happens is at some other point this is being created. Yeah, so yeah, I see what's happening. So what I can probably do, let's see. Yeah, what I can probably do is create it in the message to do this part here. This isn't it though. This is the other part. Create this part. See that what's happening is the change sides screen comes up, and then at the same time I want to flip the logo, so I'm making this black thing, the black transition circle go over the change sides message, and then it's kind of just conflicting because I want to see change sides, and then I want to see that maybe after that goes away, right? So what we're going to do is we're going to Let's take this out of here. And what we can do is create an optional parameter let's do flip logos equals false if argument count is greater than 0. That means we're going to send in another argument. Then if I think I could do it all on one shot. And hold on, forgetting how that goes. Yeah, there you go. Argument count and argument 1 equals true, which really all you need is that, but that's okay. Then we're going to say, actually what you do is this, you do flip logos. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to do equals this, right? And then if flip logos, then we're going to just do the transition. Actually, no, here's what we need to do. Let's take that out of there. What we need to do is we need to say flip let's call this chain. Nah, let's just keep it flip logos. And then what we need to do is, let's see. So here's the boring stuff, right? So you guys probably can't even see the code, it's too small. But what I need to do is basically tell this to flip the logos a different way. Right. So field message, I need to basically tell this, yeah, flip logos equals false, right? So back over here, I'm going to say if flip logos, so I'm going to basically take that out, and then flip logos equals flip logos. That way I'm telling this to flip the logo. And then in here, when it's inactive, when it becomes inactive, so let's see, so visible, blah, 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 case deactivating. All right, so once we hit inactive, right, if flip logos and not transition manager, then it should do it after that goes away. There's a little problem with that, but I'm gonna see if it still works. What languages are you using? GameMaker language is called GML. It's GameMaker Studio's proprietary language, so you need to basically learn it. But it's pretty similar to JavaScript, in my opinion. But I'm comfortable with C#. I mean, that's the one I'm the most comfortable with. And it's, you know, languages are languages. It's not very different from one another. So, oh, wait a second. I forgot to do one thing. I forgot to say. True, I needed to send in the flip logos flag. Right. So let's see. Is it possible to add grunting sound effect for offensive and defensive line during content? Yeah, I think I do have that actually. I think I do have that. You probably just can't hear it because the because of the because the sound is low. And they don't do it every second because it would sound too repetitive. If the camera was on the side, you wouldn't have to flip logos. True. Well, is that true? I guess. Yeah. No. Yeah. Why is this not? That should work. Hold on. What? Why is this messing with me? What am I doing wrong? Hold on. Okay. Is it not like that? Let me see if I need to do it this way. See if it likes that better. Yeah, side angle I guess wouldn't, right? Because right now I'm up, down, and if, let's say they're facing down. Whoa, this is starting to annoy me now. What the hell's wrong here? What is, oh, dummy. I need to do this, I think. Yeah. Well, let's think about it. So if you're on the right side and you're going left, and then the quarter ends, and you're going to be on the left side and you're going to be going right. But the camera won't flip. Right, the camera won't need to flip. The field won't need to flip, but the camera needs to basically, well, you'll be going right instead of left. See, in this I'm always going up. Right. So, just like in 2K basketball when I play my NBA 2K cam style, they have to flip the camera around, but I don't flip the camera around. It doesn't really look right in 2D games. So I just flip the field to cheat. Yeah, Blades of Steel was great, man. Blades of Steel was one of those games that just took the hockey series, the sports games to the next level. Just like Baseball Stars did. You know, Baseball Stars had the best stat tracking. So I'm going to try to test the punt again, and I'm also going to try to test the change size. But you guys see how much work this stuff takes. I mean, and I'm not one of those quick, crazy, fast developers. I mean, I follow a guy who's so good and so fast, and his code is so clean. And he's been doing this for a long, long time. He's been making games for a long time, so it makes me feel like I'm so slow. But I'm trying to put the sound down so you guys can hear me okay. But that's the hard thing about doing development, man. It's like, it's really, really, really slow. I think I fixed my internet though, because I've only had it drop one time in an hour. So that's an improvement for me. See, I have to figure this. Well, the running's going to change altogether, so I'm not worried about that. See, what happens there is I'm tossing it, and then whenever I pass the ball in this game, I allow you to take control of the receiver. So if you move him out of the way, which I did, I moved him down, I'm going to miss the pass. So that's what happened there. Man, I used to play Tecmo Bowl so much. That game was awesome. See, there's no holes you can go through because nobody's making a hole. But let's pick punt. Let's skip through this. And let's see what happens now. So it's going to break. Something broke. Why is it breaking? Argument count is 1. Argument is not provided to script. What? What are you talking about? Oh, dummy. I'm thinking indexes. I need it greater than 1. Yeah, Tecmo Bowl, man. I used to play Tecmo Bowl so much when I was a kid. I used to go over to my friend's house and we would have like a boys' night sleepover, man, and we would play Tecmo Bowl. We would play Baseball Stars. This was back on the Nintendo. Yeah, it was awesome. And I used to crush it with the Bills. The Bills were really fun to play with. Alright, exhibition. But I'm going to start doing these streams because I think it's helpful. Definitely, I like to share the game with you guys. You know, it's going on Steam in the next couple days, hopefully. At least the store pages. The game's not going to be released for a while. But, you know, the more I can get done, the better. And if I can share it with you guys, really what I'm trying to do is make some noise, man. I need as much people to follow and wish list the game so that Steam can start to show the game to people. And who knows, man, if I can get funding or I need some help. And see, you saw that time the guy jumped over the player, so I don't know. Oh, that's why when I'm picking up the ball, as I'm picking it up, I don't let anybody touch me, because if they do, then the whole game can get screwed up the way it works right now with picking the ball up. So they kind of jump through. Yeah, Tecmo Bowl's awesome, man. I still play it too. I still mess around with it. How's the stream, guys? I think it's healthier than it was today, man. And how it's been since I got to this house. It's been a nightmare trying to get through that line. So let's do one more run play just for fun. I'll do a pass just to show you guys some passing. But I like the way the lineups in the bottom show up. It's pretty cool. And I changed the see, the speed's too fast. I changed the stat tracking. I mean, the stat overlays, I don't show them anymore. I don't show them until you start to accumulate stats. I was showing them in the very beginning, and it'd be like, oh, you know, Johnny Smith is 0 for 0 in passing. It's like, nobody wants to see that. I think I might zoom this camera out when you're punting. See, I think it did it right that time. I wasn't even paying attention. I think it did it right. Let me see. See, now the field's on the right side. The shadows are on the right side, so that's correct. And then the logo in the middle should have flipped. Did you guys notice if it did that? I didn't. I wasn't even paying attention. Let me start this again. Sorry, but what should have happened, it should have done the transition the right way. And then flipped. Without, like, it should have shown change sides. And then after that was inactive, like it disappears, then do the transition black. See, if you see the screen now, you can see that the shadows on the left, you know, the stadium shadows on the left, and then the logo is basically facing upward. Ah, shit, I didn't want to pick kick. But I mean, I'm gonna definitely need some feedback and some help. I mean, I might even need some other coding help if I can't figure this stuff out, because I want to make the gameplay solid. And so you can see here the W, the circles are on the left. So when we go to the second quarter, the W should flip for the crown logo. If I can return, which they're letting me return. Cool. I think what I'm going to do too is I'm going to bring the camera back. That's a good idea for punting. See, that was a good kick, and the kick returner caught it. But now I'm trying to squeeze through, and I couldn't get through. But this game would be fun, number one, if A, the gameplay on the field is obviously challenging and fun. But it will also be fun if there's some depth to it, you know? And when the game first comes out, it's going to have a limited number of modes. But as the game, if the game does well enough, then I'll put more resources into it and get like a franchise mode or season mode or something like that at least. See, that time the blockers did well blocking. Yeah, I noticed the hair on the blocker was. Let me just go to punt already. Oh, damn! I don't want to punt. I gotta restart, you guys. Sorry. I just wanted to take a note, and I'm gonna do that. So I noticed that the punter, or the wrestling top hair shadow color was off. I mean, Sean Quo's asking about the stamina bar, and yeah, I've played around with that. You know, I thought about doing something different, and then people say they like this better, so I don't know. I think I showed two different options, and people were saying they like the way it looks now better, so I don't know. We'll see. That's not a hard thing to fix, so I'm not too worried about it. Have you seen Super Blood Hockey? Yeah, I'm actually a fan of that game. See, I don't know what just happened right now, so I'm gonna have to mark this down. So at 117, see the referee is like just stuck. Let's see what. See, I don't know what script he's using. That would be nice to know. But somehow he lost the ball. Alright, so that's okay. I'll have to look at that later. That can be annoying at times. The referee will automatically just lose the ball. And for some reason, the top of the guy's hair, when they're wrestling, these guys don't have that hairstyle. Maybe the guy up there does. Let me see if I can. See, when I layered all this stuff, I layered it, but I also had to make it to where colors can change, right? So like a guy can have red hair or black hair. So there's a whole entire color palette changing system in the game, and let's see if I can get that dude to. Oh. I need to get a punt going quick. Alright, here we go. Yeah, I got some pretty cool music, man, and I'm gonna get more music. The guy that was doing my music, for some reason, he said he was too busy. So end of first quarter. Okay, so that seemed to work okay. And then it flipped. It flips sides. So now if I punt, see, now if I punt, which see, the camera should be like this. Because you see, if it's too zoomed in, you see the star, how the star gets cut off. See that? And you can't, and you also don't see the meter. So I'm gonna have to pull the camera back to this mode when I do kicks. I'm gonna change that. Oh. Kill that guy. So what should happen now, it should say change sides, which it's showing here, change sides. And then it shouldn't do the other screen until that goes away. So I'm just gonna let it run by itself and see what happens. See, they're on the 30 something or whatever yard line. So now it does it by itself, and now when you look, see, it's flipped again. See, it was on the right side, so now it's working better. So that seems to be working now. But I'm finding a few little bugs here and there, and you know, I keep adding them to my list. So I'm gonna have to keep plugging away. There's no spin move, juke move. I mean, I have a juke animation, but it doesn't look the best. I have stiff arm. I have hurdle, but spin, even spin doesn't really look all that great because I don't have a real good spin animation at this point. So, anyways, let me just zoom camera out on punt plays. Yeah, the shadow for these guys is messed up. I'm gonna have to take a look at that, the head shadow. But anyways, I mean, there's a lot to do. This is way pre-alpha, or alpha, whatever you want to call it. I mean, it's way early on, but I'm going to be hitting this hard now that I'm in my new house and I have time. I'm going to be doing more streams. I'm going to be sharing this game with you guys, and definitely just watch out for that Steam page. I'll be announcing when it's online, and I need to get as many people on there as possible to hit that wish list button. And yeah, I know I'm begging for hits here, but hit that like button on this video if you haven't, and when the Steam page comes out, definitely follow and wish list if you're interested in supporting the game or supporting me, and that'll be helpful. But I'm going to end it here, guys. I hope you guys have a good night, and we'll do it again probably tomorrow. I'm going to try to keep doing these, so watch out for them. Peace.